AShinyObject.
Before I get started, I have to say two things. Subscribe. We're so close to 40K, fam, I can taste it. Maybe that's the waffle. And I have to give a loving shout out to my latest patron, Znacky Arts. Thank you so much for becoming a AShinyObject patron, fam. I really do appreciate it, and we're like $1 away from $100 a month. That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so fucking helpful. It do be that time, friends and neighbors. My favorite time of day. Tag time. So on the front of the tag, we're going to have Godzilla from either Godzilla 2000 or Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. Not entirely the same suit, same mold for the same suit, but there are some clear differences. Can't tell, don't care. Godzilla 2000. Rob, what does that say? Thank you, Godzilla 2025. Bandai Namco, Godzilla X Megaguirus G-Force wins, please stop blowing me. Godzilla Store exclusive movie monster series. Side of the tag shaped out to Godzilla's dorsal fins. Inside of the tag. Sing it with me, kids. It be our anthem. Since this lovely gentleman is going to be a Godzilla Store exclusive, we have to double sleeve him so people can often question why, even though I say it's just because I like it. Minty fresh. Okay, so I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be personally honest with all of you. I'm not going to take a lot of time talking about this figure because there really aren't that many changes, and I just talked about this figure, what, a few weeks ago? Maybe a month ago at most? First off, Godzilla's eyes, they're wonky, and it's fucking hilarious. What's even hilariouser is just that the eye paint overall this go around is much neater. Like, excuse me, Bandai, how dare you cook so ferociously? Everything's in place except for the pupils being askew. I love it. That being said, the major change up here is going to be the inside of Godzilla's mouth paint. It's going to be orange and metallic. It'll shimmer in the light. You can see Godzilla's tongue. You can see the roof of his mouth. The only downside being this side kind of got a little funky-dunky. A bit messy here and there with some stragglers. There are some areas where the orange really didn't hit that great. And I'm more so just bummed around those areas that didn't get painted versus the messiness of it all, because this is very light, scraggly paint. I'm pretty sure I could get a fingernail in there and just scrape it off. Oh, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Don't quite mind, don't quite care. Free the titty, girl! So for the most part, we're gonna get all of those very same details we saw with the original 2.0 release. Leathery and burlappy neck, spiked titties with the mustard at the center, long gangly arms, mustard on the kneecaps, toes with an eggnoggish color, claws with an equally somewhat eggnoggish color. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's move into the reason why everybody is here and in love with this thing. Oh my god. The power of a sunset in the palm of my hand. Yeah, sunset dorsal fins. That's what these things are. I know it's Godzilla's heat ray, atomic beam, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I understand that. I get it. But look at these things. That's a sunset. That is a friggin' sunset, and it is beautiful, and I love it. Actually, that might be a bit of a sunrise, not so much a sunset. So the metallic orange paint is going to be amazing. I love how it frames the main row of dorsal fins over here and just crawls up all of them until they are just translucent yellow fins. It's a very simple thing to do. It's a very effective thing to do, and I quite love it a friggin' lot. Just the way that everything is framed, the way that all of this is painted, it just hits. It scratches a certain itch. Don't worry, I see you there, Lumen. But it's moments like these where I really don't care about the paint spooch here and there. This is just art. Art incarnate. Whoever's idea it was to bring back the translucent yellow vinyl and paint it orange, thank you for understanding what people so require. So moving down from these here dorsal finulars and everything, we're gonna get back to the non-translucent vinyl, and the paint ends right before the second portion of the tail begins. For anybody who remembers my original review, the paint kind of got to around here before it skittered away into a nothingness. And no, I'm not exactly bummed out about missing maybe 2 spritzes of paint back here, because seriously, the sunset colorway dorsal fins. It's hard to be mad about anything, except for the fact that Wawa gave me burnt coffee. Did they let me refill it with fresh coffee? No. And I'm upset. Louder! And I'm upset. So for the most part, this is a lovely Godzilla Store exclusive. I do very much recommend it. You can purchase this and Megaguirus in the links down in the pinned comment below. Beast of the East, thank you so much, guys. ShinRob5, 5% off. And before we move along, we gotta compare this guy to two other little pieces of Godzilla history. The first isn't exactly history because it kind of happened last week. I know it technically didn't happen last week, but it was very recent. And it is rather cool to see the 2.0 mold rocking some rather bombastic and obvious colorages to it. Yeah, one of my main complaints with the 2.0 release was just that the dorsal fins really didn't pop. Meanwhile, over here, they absolutely do pop. No! I don't know why the new one is taller. I'm not going to care. It's the same mold. I'm sure some have already noticed. Yeah, the tails angle out a bit differently between the two. And, confessional time. The box that was carrying all these figures arrived and it sat in the sun for at least 30 minutes, so some of the figures did come out of that box warped. I wouldn't exactly call this a pressing issue, though. And here's what I'm talking about with the dorsal fin paint on the tail. As you can see, it's still skittering about on the tip, whereas over here, it is not. But again, I quite frankly don't give a shit. And for the most part, my idiotic prediction that the new one was going to be a bit greener doesn't seem to be holding up right now because they look mostly the same. Honestly, they were likely in production at the same time and they just made a translucent dorsal fin plug for them and that's it. But hey, I'm happy I have both of them. They're going to look mighty nice together, side by side, on my shelf. The Toho Kaiju series Godzilla vs. Megaguirus theatrically exclusive Godzilla 2000. Oh, shit. Mama! I love the way this figure looks still to this day. And I especially love that, at least when it comes to this guy's dorsal fins, they look reversed. You know, this guy's got the orange and everything at the tips with the yellow at the core. This guy is that, but reversed. I don't know. They just look so cool together. The size difference it's a thing we've known. Yeah. And hey, would you look at that? They practically match one another. Oh. All right, that's it. Articulation, right? You know what they say? When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh Bandai, don't blue seal stuff that's meant to move naturally. Can't complain about the neck, it's all in the tail, so. And now, for my favorite release out of this entire box, out of this video, the video to follow, and the final video. Yes, I am so serious. Look. Look. Fuck! But before we do all that, we gotta take a look at this tag over here. Megaguirus, caught in the Twilight Realm from Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Megaguirus, subtitle thing, Rob, on the screen, Godzilla 2025, Megaguirus. Bamco, Godzilla X Megaguirus Gale Force Gemini Jet Force Godzilla Store exclusive movie monster series. Side of the tag will be shaped out to Megaguirus' wing, and there's the inside of the tag promising us hopes of other things. And one more time, kids, since this is a Godzilla Store exclusive, hanger, get out of the way. We have to do the thingy. Nice and fresh. Look into my eyes. The power of an inspired paint job, paint choices, and vinyl. That power fucking compels you. Sure, fine. I'll be up front with all of y'all. The purple translucent base definitely helps this figure in its favor, but it's also everything else about it. Translucent, near candy-like looking wings. Shiny, translucent, look how translucent. And detailed as sin. Fire. I bet you can see that. Oh, there you go. It's okay. Yeah, it's the okay sign. Whatever. Underside of Megaguirus' jaw, we're going to get what looks like metallic gold, maybe even copper, but I think it might actually be metallic orange all throughout the underside of Megaguirus. And let's just take a close trained eye look at this. My God. What a great mold. One of the best movie monster series figures of the last 11 plus years now. Yeah. And even though these leggies are translucent and of a harder plastic, they are still looking fantastic. Bars. So now let's flip the gal around to the upper portions of the wings. Now you can see why the tips were so dark underneath. We've got metallic copper at the tips over here, encapsulating this much space. I swear to God, I'm this big. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. It's so toyetic and almost delicious looking. And it's gonna be like that on both sides. My god, this is just so fucking cool. I love it. It's all copper, it's all shiny, it's all beautiful and detailed, and I love that the main pincer stinger thingy over here is going to be just purple. That is awesome. Now as we move through her thorax into her back over here, this spiked back that she's got being fronted with the metallic friggin' copper, I guess? It's awesome. I love the way it shines in the light. Almost comes off silver. I love the way that it highlights all of the details in such a beautiful and unique way. Megaguirus. Highly underappreciated, highly underrepresented, but when she gets a new figure, bro, homegirl is cooking. I mean, just look at that head. Seriously though, look at that head. I love the way the teeth were done up, and they're for the most part really neatly done. I love how much of a clash these blood red eyes are. I do. If I had to have somewhat of a complaint somewhere, I would have said make the inside of the mouth paint that metallic copper color, but I don't care that much. Just magnificent. And don't go anywhere or blink, friends and neighbors, because it just gets magnificenter. Not only is Megaguirus sporting two Metroid Fusion Neo Ridley heads for pincers, but she's doing it in a color-coded way which really makes my fucking bright color-loving side of my brain flare up like a bad day. Loved it on the 2022 version. Love it even more on this Riptide Rush Godzilla Store exclusive version. Megaguirus takes the cake. And she compels me to let you all know that she is my favorite once more. You don't need to agree with me. You don't. I'm not making content for you to agree with me, but come on. Can you at least understand where I'm coming from in this sense? Look at that. It's beautiful. Anyway, just like the 2022 version, the only thing that can move on Megaguirus is going to be the arms, which is rather like the original, except the original could move all of its legs, its tail, and its arms. But to be completely honest, look at this thing again and ask me if I care in 5 seconds. No. My god, I am going to love having these two next to each other on this shelf. Just look at that. It's like the standard version and the overly saturated version with some added changes and stuff. I really do love that Bandai kind of stuck with the same make and model when it comes to paint applications and how certain things were painted or unpainted. Like the Stinger, for example. Very nice. And even though the wings technically don't have metallic paint on the membranes, the wings are still going to show some love to some metallic paint. And seriously, man, the undersides of these figures. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Godzilla's awesome, but Megaguirus just takes the cake for me. It's like, wow, these are both the same figure. And, oh, jeez. I mean, come on, man. Look at that. Ugh. Just magnificent. Touch leg titty. And when taking a look at the Toho Kaiju series theater exclusive repaint of Megaguirus from way back in 2000, I mean, I'm once again just amazed that both of these figures, I mean, they're two different molds, and they're both sporting such radically different paint jobs from one another, but they're the same. But they're not. Love how different they look. I mean, obviously one's got articulated legs and the other one doesn't. One is Riptide Rushian, the other's oddly patriotic, kinda. Sorry, Toho Kaiju Meggy. I think Movie Monster Series Godzilla Store exclusive Meggy, it's got you beat for underside paint because fucking Christ, that orange metallic. And now, size comparisons. Megaguirus will be standing at under 2 inches tall. Yes, that's right.
Above 2 inches tall, not below the spikes.
Heat irradiated Thunder Smash Godzilla 2000 will be standing over 5 inches tall. Don't expect much better from Destroyer at this point. Shokugan, Movie 2.0, Premium Limited King, Toho Kaiju Series Theatrically Limited Godzilla vs. Megaguirus Heat Ray Godzilla, Toho Kaiju Series Theatrically Exclusive Alternate Color Route Megaguirus, Toho Kaiju Series Orga, Sound Battler Orga, HG Finger Puppets. Did you think I forgot? Of course not. Sunset Dorsal Fin Godzilla over here. He's looking awesome. Yellow, orange, love that the paint shines through. Kinda wish the whole figure was like this. But I'm happy with what I got, bar none. Very nice, very vibrant, just nowhere near as impressive as Megaguirus. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Yes, one's fully translucent, the other one only has a translucent dorsal fin plug. Let me have this. Understand my plight now. Ugh. Do you get it now? Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Can you fucking feel it? Look at this. Honestly, Bandai, I think I might have to sue you with how hard you cooked with this thing. Look at that. Yes! Oh. And much to my surprise, right through all that paint. Just right on through. And it gets even better once you flip the figure over. Yeah. Okay, not so much over here. A little bit over here. Okay. And then there's through the head, through the legs. Most part, they are a harder material. A different material, so there is that. They're either plastic or just harder vinyl, but yeah, this is, without a doubt, going to be one of my favorite figures of the year. I'm so very happy. I appreciate both, and I hope you all... Okay, I was going to say appreciated the video, but that sounds terrible. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I tried to not go too hard on the MF and paint, but when it comes to Megaguirus, I had to go hard. I do so hope you all enjoyed this video. I will be back on Monday with a review of the Bandai Limited Movie Monster Series Godzilla Store exclusive King Ghidorah Project Jet Jaguar version, or Operation Jet Jaguar version. Yeah, it's the same mold as the GMK King Ghidorah. It's the same thing. It's just this guy's translucent. His wings came a little warped, but he looks cool. And I can't imagine making a video for this that goes over 7 minutes. So you best believe yourselves that I'm going to try. But if I can't, I can't. That's fine. I'll see you all next time. Social media, have a lovely weekend. Peace.